A little intro, or you going right into it? Or are you in it? Let's do it.
Yeah, probably go right into it.
All right, welcome to the show, Conflict and Interest, man. Let's hit it, man.
Yeah, the brothers.
First tonight, the Maryland woman accused of shooting her husband inside of a D.C. hotel is now pleading self-defense. Shantieri Weems is in jail, set to appear before a judge on Friday.
And police say her husband, who is still in the hospital, is facing child abuse charges. Several kids at the daycare his wife runs in Baltimore came forward with allegations.
And a story you'll only see on Fox 5. Our Nana St. Ubonsu spoke to the woman's attorney. Nana?
Guys, there's a lot developing out here right now. Fox 5 was actually on the scene Thursday night when the hotel reported shots fired on the 8th floor. Well, tonight we are hearing from the lawyer of the victim's wife, the alleged shooter, and the events that led to the shooting here at the Mandarin Hotel.
She obviously was very angry and felt very guilty and wanted those children to didn't want another child to be touched by that man.
Tony Garcia is representing Shantira Weems, the woman who police say got in her car, drove to D.C., and shot her husband, 57-year-old Weems, twice inside a hotel room.
Did she really want to kill her husband?
Absolutely not.
Garcia says his client wanted answers after Weems received calls from parents accusing her husband of molesting their children. She runs a daycare in Owings Mills. We are told CPS shut down the center several days before the shooting.
She went there to hear his side of the story. And when it got out of hand and he attacked her, she defended himself.
According to the police report, officers found 2 guns in the hotel room, one in Weems's purse and another in an unlocked safe in the room. Garcia believes the gun in the safe belonged to Weems, a former Baltimore City police officer.
It had to be in her mind that this was a retired Marine, a retired police officer, a executive security officer, somebody who was armed. And when a person like that, when your argument or your questions cause a violent response, she thought her life was in danger.
Baltimore County Police tell us James Weems is currently at a D.C. hospital in police custody. He will officially be charged when he arrives in the county. Weems is accused of molesting at least 3 children at the daycare. We are told he was in charge of transportation at the center his wife owns that has about 90 kids enrolled.
I think in this situation here, her back is against the wall, emotionally, spiritually, and anything support she can get is greatly appreciated.
Now, Shantira Weems will appear in court this Friday.
Man. So I basically see it like this. You see how they did all that rhetoric in the beginning? That's all bullcrap. It was a way for them to plant the foundation for them to try to get a good plea deal to get her off. Oh, spiritually, her back was against the wall. All that.
So you basically think she's a terrorist then? Like she's a murderer.
That's right.
So what about the kid? What about the kids?
Oh no, he needs to go to jail for that also. Don't get that messed up.
So do you think if roles were switched, you put in that situation, kids is getting molested, and you don't think that might lead you to put some rounds into somebody, especially if you got the thing on you, you come into this knowledge, Uncle Joe is raping the kids. How you gonna respond? How you gonna respond? Because see. What I would like to know a little bit more on, because it's like this thing can happen a few ways. It can happen to where, okay, we running a daycare. I went out for lunch or whatever. I went to a meeting, come back in, see how things is going, and I walk in. You got a little kid in the back room, and you doing things that you shouldn't be doing. You know what I'm saying? And it's reactionary. Or, you happen to check the nanny cam and you see some things happening that shouldn't be happening. And then again, it's reactionary. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's one thing if it's, how they say premeditated, where this is like a first-degree murder type situation where you had time to gather your thoughts, you put a plan together, and this was, 100% intentional, or even to the degree that you kind of manufactured this evidence of molestation or what so have you, to enact on some other feelings. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out, how do you just say she's a terrorist? She's a murderer. They just trying to fabricate this thing together to get her a plea deal and send this man to jail and pretty much label him a molester and this, that, and the third. So do you think there's any truth to the fact that he probably was, abusing these kids?
No, I actually believe that it could be truth there. But that does not move the goalposts on her. Like I said again, she committed a crime, so now she has to be held accountable. And he has to be held accountable for his crimes. So both going to be held accountable for their crimes.
So, but he's molesting kids.
So you think, wait a minute, so you think you can put the law in your hands? You think you got the right?
I'm just saying there could be situations and circumstances.
No, but this is why here. Yeah, but this is why here in America we have laws to govern the land. So that's why one man cannot take it in his right to kill another man for reasons that he could be taken for court reasons, things that you can handle in court.
I get that, but under normal circumstances, there's a lot of things you can do. Sometimes the circumstances aren't that black and white, if I would say. It becomes very gray. And in your right mind, should you be able to call 911 and they come out there and investigate a crime and do all these things you talking about to the letter of the law? Yeah. But like I said, I'm curious to know, is this like, she's checking the nanny cam at the end of the day and catches old boy doing something and she just reacts. Like, I know I ain't with no monster, because that gotta be something devastating. This is somebody you married to, and lo and behold, he's a little monster.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Let me tell you something about this. Let me say this. For one, you held by that covenant, that marriage, what you supposedly better, worse or good, whatever that stuff say. Wait a minute. Don't you start doing that. What you're doing right now is you're taping. Because regardless of the fact is, when you go up there and you take those vows supposed to mean something. But I obviously,
what the fuck?
Wait a minute. La. Obviously, you have circumstances. You have circumstances that say, hey, this is my line. I'm not going to, once you get to this line, I can't hold those vows no more.
So you saying that for, that for better or worse?
That's what it means, bro. I mean, that's why marriage, they don't understand that. They think marriage is a joke. Oh, look at you. No, I'm not saying be with a rapist. I'm not saying that, okay? I'm not promoting. I ain't promoting nobody to be with no rapist, bro. Just know that.
You said you made the vows, you stuck. You married a rapist. You got to be with the rapist no
That's
matter what.
You chose.
To death do you part.
That's right.
But I'm just saying, is it not possible that this person is a monster?
No, it's most likely.
All right, is that not? So that's what I'm saying. Is it like one of those things? Because this ain't like prior to getting married that he or she they sat down and he listed some things. Yes, I just want to make you aware. I like touching kids. And she says, I'm down with you. Let's do it. Let's get married. I'm cool with it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna open a daycare and I'm gonna serve you up some kids you could touch with no problem. Come on, man. Because that ain't.
No, that's not. That's
she
not. She
happened to find out this Joker is a possible monster, and reacted. You know, maybe that motherly instinct kicked in. She felt like she had to go in there and save the children. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm trying to tell you, this is like almost like imagine, you know, you have a kid. Your kid's going, you drop your kid off at daycare. You go to pick your kid up. Yeah, hey, anybody see my child? You looking around and come to find out your daughter's in the back getting touched. Bro, person's dead. Right? That's you on the news now. That's you. You on the news. You on the news. You on the news, bro. Look, you on the news to the point that it's just like, man, I'm not even trying to plead not guilty to this because it's She pleaded guilty, so she claiming and holding on to the fact that I shot this Joker.
But that's not exactly what happened. It's not her child. That's her husband. Yes. I get it that she has,
but it's still a child
over those kids. Oh man,
it's still a child. Like this is an innocent child that you listen,
bro.
Listen.
I understand. I don't agree with no child.
All right. Well, I'm trying to figure out this, right? Is this black woman a terrorist or not? Is she the enemy of her own people? Because you said she should be going to jail.
She should go to jail for a heinous crime.
A heinous crime. She shot at a predator.
Bro, she shot someone that did not get convicted for the crime.
listen. They gonna have a court case. They can figure out all of that. But in the heat,
law, bro.
So you ever heard like
you want to put the law in your own hands? So, that's not how it works.
You ever heard like a citizen's arrest?
Yeah, I heard of a citizen's arrest.
She was conducting a citizen's arrest. She became the law. She became the law, and she went and got justice for them kids that's in there getting touched that can't speak for themselves.
She conducted attempted murder.
All right, so that's question. What she conducted. If you was the parent, right?
If I was a parent, different story now.
No, but I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, right?
Yeah.
This situation happened at the daycare your kids is going to. Would you rather would it play a factor in how you feel about the situation, knowing that someone shot somebody over possibly either molesting your kid or attempting to molest your kid? Because it says allegedly, meaning they haven't proved it yet.
Well, somebody, bro, I would agree, bro. You're looking at it from the right. I would be on that side. Thank you for shooting.
So she's not a terrorist. She's a hero. Bro. Celebrate her. Let's get her a parade. Let's get her a GoFundMe. Let's get her a GoFundMe. Let's pay for her legal fees. She out here saving kids.
I don't harbor terrorists, bro. It's against the law. It's against the law.
Let's get her a GoFundMe, man. Hey, listen. We got to take care of her, man. She protected them kids.
Oh, yeah?
That little monster in there touching them kids. Shucks. Listen, all I'm saying is, if you watching, let us know in the comments how you feel about this. Is she a terrorist or a hero? I'm voting she's a hero. My man up top is saying that she's a terrorist and he don't harbor terrorists, and that she's a threat to the American way of life. She's a threat. Nah, she tried to take out the threat. She tried to take. Matter of fact, she gave you more justice than the police probably would have gave you.
Oh yeah, I'm about to go up to this new video. 1 second. Yeah, but I'm about to pick up another video. Just give me a second.
Oh, yeah? What's this, another terrorist? Or
no, it's just a reaction that I wanted to go over. Give me 1 second.
Shucks. See? So what's this? Terrorist or hero? What we got? Black Queen, Black God, or another terrorist? So what you got going on there?
Oh man, he's a funny one. Wait, actually? This is something new because I normally I'm going through my I don't know if it pops up on the screen yet, but let's hope it. There we go. Let's hear this.
So basically, my wife, 39, found out that I, 41, have been hooked.
Wait a minute, somebody sent this to me earlier. I just want to review it. Hold on, let's start from the beginning. All right, listen up.
3 years ago, she agreed to forgive me if we opened the marriage, but now I live in agony every day. That was the title. So basically, my wife, 39, found out that I, 41, have been hooking up with a woman I met online who lived 2 hours away. When the woman visited, we checked into a hotel. This went on for 3 months, and we had met a handful of times when my wife caught us. She was waiting in the hotel lobby and saw us coming down from the room. She left me the next day. We separated for 8 months, and they were terrible on all of us, especially the kids.
They have kids.
Yeah, they got 3 kids.
3?
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife thought that since our sex life wasn't enough for me, and that she was sure I would cheat on her again, we might as well open the marriage.
Okay.
I told her no because I've learned my mistake, but she wouldn't waver. I relented. We decided not to tell each other that whenever they slept with somebody, they're not going to say when, where, and with whom. Now, over 2 years later, this is the sad part. We are back to normal on the outside. On the inside, I'm dying a little each day. Every time I see her happy, I wonder if this is just her old bubbly self or if she was thinking of somebody else. She is a very beautiful woman, and I'm sure she has no problems finding men who want her. Whenever she takes a shower after coming home, whenever she rejects my advances, I think that she has been with someone, and that kills me. I feel you, brother. I cheated.
What do you think about that? Are you on mute? You on mute, buddy?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, so sounds like my guy here. Well, not that he's pretty much reading someone's. This actually, I think the story that he's reading, kind of came out a little while ago, but it kind of resurfaced with them doing this on, I guess, their podcast or what have you. Shout out to them. I don't know who they are, but you know, we gonna speak on your material. But nonetheless, you know, my man cheated, and then he decided to have this open marriage, man. And now he's suffering the consequences. You know, it's one of those things. You know, it's probably it probably don't feel it probably feel different now when you know you it's being done to you. When he was cheating, he was good. He had him thoughts. He had these feelings he talk about. This whole dialogue he having is due to the fact that he actively knows that it's a possibility somebody else is knocking off his wife. Yeah. And on top of that, he gave permission, like he signed the contract. Like
so well, my thing is this, right? What kind of man would agree to his wife, even if, bro, I'm gonna keep it raw on this one because I'm sorry, I'm not gonna hold this filter, but what kind of man, even if he did cheat, what kind of man is gonna say, hey babe, you go ahead and cheat too?
Well, it sounds like he's in desperation mode because clearly they're married and he know he gonna come out upside down in a divorce. So, and I don't even know if that decision was made out of like, oh, I love her, I don't want to lose her, or more so the impact of what a divorce would do to his life
and his kids.
Yeah, and his kids.
Most of the time, when it boils down to it with these men and women, it's those kids. It's not really the love between one another, because honestly, these two people don't really give two craps about each other. It's more so the impact they understand that they have on the kids and their lifestyle. You know. But,
yeah, I mean, I agree. I think that well, I'll put it to you like this. I can't speak for all marriages, but there definitely is a connection to a marriage when there is kids involved, and you have you made this investment into building something. But in this particular case, I mean, ultimately, this particular guy, whether it was the guilt of getting caught, because like he got caught cheating. So he got caught cheating, and when something like that happens, it can definitely drive the reaction of kind of like the oh my god, I've destroyed my family. Now the guilt hits. Now all these other emotions flow in, and the heat of all of that, it was an emotional response that got him deeper into this web, right? Because to your point, who really about to be talking about, oh, well, yeah, I got caught cheating. Now I'm going to agree to let you cheat, or I'm going to agree that we're going to have this open marriage. The marriage is, if we got to have an open marriage, the marriage is dead at that point. Man, ain't no marriage. Ain't no marriage, because I don't know too many guys who could legit know that their wife is getting knocked off and be okay. Like I don't know too many, forget even being married. I don't know too many guys who are built like that to know that this is their girl. They got kids together, they living together, and yeah, she's getting knocked off by somebody else. And on top of that, she ain't even, because based on what he's the dialogue, the story, she's not even engaging with him. So now he's left with these thoughts in his head of when she's feeling good and she's bubbly, it ain't because he did it. It's because she done paid a visit to the other guy. And the other guy got her feeling like that. Like, so he really at war with his own subconscious, really, because he not even for sure that she's even engaging in these acts. It's just that now it's really in his head. Because based on what I heard, it ain't like he caught her or this, they just agreed to this, and now it's in his head because she ain't really engaging with him. So it really all could 100% be in his head at that. He's at war with his own self, and it's killing him, just like it would any other Joker. That goes back to like the idea, like female sex. Guys can cheat, but they can't handle being cheated on. Like, and what do you say to that?
What do I say to guys get cheat, but guys can't handle getting cheated on?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, bro, for one, like I look at male and female cheating. You already laughed.
Go ahead, bro. Listen.
All right. Now, I look at guys and females are total two different species. All right. Because at the end of the day, I feel like a male, we cheat like with like our finance. Okay, how about this, right? A woman, like her value is her box, is her between her legs. Don't start beating yourself and laughing in the back because I don't beat you, bro. I got control over here. I got full control over this battle. But yeah, oh wow.
Go ahead, bro. I'm listening. Go ahead. So they're two different species.
Yeah, two different species. And a woman, like I said, her box is basically her value. So her giving her,
and just for the audience, when you say box, you're referring to her vagina.
Exactly. Just trying to keep it PG for the listeners. So basically, yeah. So her box is her value. So it's a difference when she allow another man to conquer her than we conquer another woman. It's a difference if I just have sex with a woman, and it's a difference if I give a woman the same thing I'm giving my wife or my companion or whatever. If I buy my companion a Mercedes Benz, I have no business buying my whatever this you talking about, a Mercedes Benz. If I buy, if I'm whatever my provision, like my resources, that's more so how we cheat, is how we share our resources. She cheat because she don't really have no resources. Well, the resources that she has, we don't really want them. The only thing we want is the resources on her body. That's what we really value. We don't really value her car, her house, and how much she can pay our bills. It's a difference between, than her. She wants all those things and like in presence to like the pussy. You give me the pussy, you can have all those other things. But yeah, that's how I see it, bro. I see that, men cheat with how they use their resources. Women cheat on how they use their pussy.
So, okay, I'll say to you, can a man handle being cheated on?
Can a man handle being cheated on? First of all, how, bro? Because women cheat every day. Women cheat every day. She gives entertainment. She gives attention. She gives. She got that Instagram. She got that Facebook. Don't start thinking that little niggas ain't in the inbox. Even if she ain't right back, that little stuff make her feel good. Getting those little, those feelings that you ain't producing.
So would you? Okay, so. Well, then cheating is more than just the box.
For female, female.
But I'm saying but also, because see, if it's like if okay, let's say,
because bro, you can have sex with a woman and not have no feelings for the woman. We cannot love that woman.
I get that.
Go the next day, don't think about the woman ever again. Not think about her.
It also sounds like but it also sounds like you're saying like, if hypothetically speaking, if it were you, you would feel there was infidelity, if just off of what might be happening in the DM. So let's just because you don't want to answer the original question of can a man handle being cheated on. You ain't say yes or no to that, but you also added in like, oh well. She's getting this attention on social media. That's happening. So do you feel like if she engages in any of this attention on social media, that's an act of infidelity for you?
Bro, any entertainment of outside source is a form of.
So it's not. So cheating isn't just held to the giving of the box.
Bro, the box is an ultimate. I get rid of you. Get out the bed. You gotta go. But we tolerate the Instagram and Facebook because we know niggas is talking to them. And we ain't over here like, you know what? We'll tolerate that. We'll tolerate it.
So that's acceptable. That's fine. It comes to terms.
Let's not play the game. Are we not accepting it? Because they're not on it for business. They're not constructing some multi-million-dollar company. No. They're out there for attention. I don't care if it's attention from the food, from the baby, I don't care. They just want attention. Whatever attention that they can receive, they want it. Women are like druggies for attention, Give me some more.
So because you accept that you accept that, should your cheating be tolerated? Response.
Bro, no real man of principle cheats. He'd rather just leave. A man of principle. He'd rather walk out the door, go find what he really wants. And a man of principle, if he want multiple women, he gonna tell you that right from the door. Why would he gotta play around for? Bro, if think about it like this, I could just say, hey, I am a Muslim. What more how can you fight me on that? How can you fight me on my religion?
Well, it definitely ain't something that she can fight you on, but it should definitely be on her, whatever her list of prerequisites are. And as soon as religion comes up and you say Muslim plus I want multiple concubines or sister wives or whatever, then she should be saying, okay, good night, nice to meet you. You know, it was great hanging out with you, but unfortunately, you know, for what I'm looking for, that's not quite going to fit.
100%. 100%. As I always say, the woman picks the man in a sense.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. There's definitely that's definitely what it is. I mean, even if a man spots her in the room, she ultimately has to allow the advances for it to go anywhere else. But you know, back to this video, this guy, I think he's just dealing with some agony and misery because he got caught cheating, and you know he had an emotional response that led him to deciding to, you know, do this open marriage type thing. And in this case, yeah, he's the donkey of the day because it was nowhere. I don't even know how he fathomed he would be able to endure that. Because even if she never even slept with anybody, just the thought. Because now she like, oh, I'm going out tonight. Don't expect me to. I won't be back until tomorrow. Even if she just went to a hotel and just went to sleep, his mind is already doing all the. His mind is killing him. His mind is destroying him. It's just no way. He wasn't built for that when he was cheating. And he darn sure wasn't built for that after the fact. And at this point, yeah, that match is probably done. You know, but ultimately, we wish the best of luck to them. You know, hopefully that he was able to figure it out. Maybe next time we hear about this guy, he's in a better place. What you got up next?
That's like, wait, why the vibe not working?
So what's this?
This is just another something some girl made talking about, you know, narcissism.
So is this a black woman or this is just a woman?
Well, American woman. Honestly, bro, we ain't. All of them are terrorists. If you're American, you're a terrorist.
I got you.
Sorry, if you white, Spanish, Puerto Rican, I don't care what you are. Terrorist. Why the volume not working? Oh, here we go.
Made me so excited. What is it? I'm gonna just let it speak for itself. All right, this person says, I have some great news. Really? What is it? Brace yourself, because our life is about to be changed for the better forever. Stop, you're getting me so excited. What is it? I'm gonna just let it speak for itself. Take a look at this. Do you see what I see when you look at that? The future. You don't see the vision, do you? This truck is easily going to be worth over 500 grand once I do a little patchwork, throw a little paint on it, put my special touch. You feel me? I mean, I could see it being worth a lot of money, but restorations like this take a huge investment. And I'm willing to make sacrifices to do that. Let me guess, you don't want me to be happy. You want me to work for someone else forever, right? I'm all for working for yourself. I would love to, but we don't have the money to invest into this. And you already have 13 other cars sitting out back that you were supposed to restore. I'm going to work on those too. My car building skills are unmatched. We will be rich off of this. Do you have money saved from your job to invest? Job? I quit that job. We have bills to pay. Everything is always about you. I have some great news. Really? What?
So she's essentially highlighting what a male narcissist is.
But I don't really agree with this video. I just wanted the video to be shown.
Yeah. So what's your take on this?
A few women sent that to me, and I just wanted to talk about it or whatever. But well, my take on this is that this is a prime example of a woman. Like, even if this, like, I'm not trying to say that this man has potential to making her $1 million. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that this is a prime example of a woman, like woman they do this. They make excuses up why they cannot perform. And that's basically what she's doing. She's trying to make illusions in her mind that, hey, this is why I should not get on this man accord. Listen, I don't know what his dream is. Whatever his dream is, I don't give a damn if it was that raggedy ass car. The fact is, you picked that motherfucker. You picked that man. So whatever, I don't care if he wanted to be a fisherman, if he wanted to be on that boat, you become that fisherman lady. It doesn't matter. You picked a leader.
So basically, obviously I don't know her. I don't even know if this is a skit of hers or her actually maybe she's experienced this to some degree and this is her kind of reflection on it or whatnot. I mean, it's like this, like, look, and this might not be popular, but ultimately, if you get with a guy, to me, I feel like a lot of this stuff is avoidable, and before it becomes this is someone you're in relationship with, this is somebody that you're married to, or this is somebody now you have kids by, or you're in this serious relationship with. It's very much important. If this is what I will put out there to the world, make it your business to know thyself. Know thyself best before you start adding anyone else to your world, right? Because the better you know yourself, the better acquainted you are with yourself, the more complete you are, it'll filter out a lot of these things because you'll be able to know, listen, I'm not the one for these startup projects. I'm not the one for this. This ain't going to work for me. And there you go. It filters that out of your life. So I can't even say if this guy is a narcissist or what have you. But if he had these goals or he has a hobby, good, bad, or crazy, these are things you probably should have got acquainted with before it started to have an impact on your life. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't do the due diligence before they graduate. I got it.
Oh no.
Nah, well, I guess it's clearing up. But a lot of people don't do these.
It's still echoing, bro.
Oh, it's not echoing on my side. I had to mute you. Can you hear the echo? Yeah, I heard the echo.
Can you hear me?
I hear you, but you have an echo. But a lot of people a lot of people don't do their due diligence. I think you got that echo because you got multiple things active. Yeah, so let's remove some of those and see how that works out. How that sound now? I don't hear no echo anymore.
Hold on, bro.
What, you ended the live? Oh no, we
wait.
still on.
God damn.
Well, yeah, we're having a little technical difficulties, but just deal with us for a moment. But like I was saying, man, on that last video, I think you can avoid even being in a complicated situation as far as dealing with a narcissist or some of these other kind of individuals who probably aren't the best to be in relationships by doing your due diligence. And I think it starts with the individual, because the more you are acquainted with yourself, the more you are whole, the more you complete you are, the more your wellness, your health, you're sound mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. That plays a direct role into what you end up with, or at least what you allow to have a space into your life. And if you took the time out, or if she took the time out to get to know this guy and see, yeah, I can hear you, and see if he had this love for cars and he got 13 cars already that he ain't work on, she could have avoided that whole thing, because everybody can't be with somebody that's that got dreams and they want to build businesses and do these things, and they're going to try 100 things before they get to 101 and they're successful, and now we live in a life. Everybody's not built for that. Some people are great once you're already successful. Everybody not built to be a part of the startup, and that's fine. But you got to know yourself well enough to know that what's for you and what's not for you. So, I don't know. I never really dealt with a narcissist. So, but to your point, like what you said, just to bounce off of that, there is some truth to that. You want to know what you're getting with before you in it. But what's this next video you got? What's this?
Good one. What is this? This is what I actually picked out personally.
Oh, this is personal. Yeah.
Hold on now. Get ready. Brace yourself.
Shown who we are is because the opposite of pride is shame. And we don't want to feel that shame because it is hard time taking responsibility. We have a hard time being shown ourselves. And I've come to realize that women are very, very prideful. Like, men have egos, but women are very prideful. And the reason why we have a hard time being shown who we are is because the opposite of pride is shame. And we don't want to feel that shame because it is very painful. Women have a hard time taking
was that one.
So it says, why do women have a hard time taking responsibility? I'm not a woman, so I can only speak from a male's perspective on this. Some people have a hard time taking responsibility because taking responsibility requires you to look in the mirror, and that's not easy for a lot of people, to go take that deep look into the mirror and see the parts of you that aren't quite the best reflections of who you are. Because even a good person, the person with the best intentions, they have areas in their lives that just are areas that need work. But depending on your maturity, depending on, your soundness as a person, as a, mentally, physically, spiritually, that could play a role on your ability to be able to see the ugly in yourself, or your willingness to see the ugly in yourself, right? Or to even receive corrective criticisms or criticisms of any regard. So in order to be able to take responsibility, it's a muscle there that has to be established, and because people don't want to see the worst in themselves or the ugly in themselves. And that's kind of my take on it. So I think that applies to both men and women. But this was your video. This was your heart piece. Let's what's up with it.
Let's watch it one more time.
Responsibility. We have a hard time being shown ourselves. And I've come to realize that women are very, very prideful. Like, men have egos, but women are very
They're so prideful. Let's talk about the pride part. So prideful. Listen, these women will make a mistake, and then their pride will be so in front of them they can't go back and fix it. You know, as in obesity.
Obesity.
They become obese. They don't want to go back and fix it.
So,
they said, I want my butt to be fat. That's what they said.
So that's why they don't want to go. So they become obese for the butt to be fat.
Bro, I'm out here in the streets.
That's what they tell you in the streets. Yo, who is telling you that in the streets? Tell them to hop in. We need to have this conversation. So tell them, yo, send them an invite. Tell them to hop in, cuz.
How about this? Take me out of it. I don't know nothing.
I'm just saying, man. You say, all right, so it's the. So they become obese to get a big butt.
Yeah, and they be so prideful they don't want to go work out. This is too funny. This is too funny. Oh man,
Listen, man. Well, I mean, pride in general will play a role on a person's ability to take responsibility. Like I said, it's kind of, I can only speak from the male's perspective on this. Obviously, it'd be great to hear from a female if they align with this, if they agree, you know what, it is hard, or they find it hard taking responsibility because they battle with pride. But I just think in general, because even if it's pride for females, then it's probably definitely ego for males, because taking responsibility as a whole, like I said, it takes a certain maturity. It takes a certain level of certain self-esteem level, because in order to take responsibility, in order to take accountability, you have to be able to look through life through a certain lens, right? So, whether it's, okay, I got with this guy, I chose to marry this person, I'm taking responsibility for my actions. Or, I decided to have a kid, I'm taking responsibility for my actions. A lot of times the challenge to take responsibility, or that gauge between, or the desire to be responsible, is weathered through some sort of conflict, because it's easy to be responsible for the things that are going well, that are great, that look good, that sound good, that feel good. Who wouldn't want to be associated with that? Who wouldn't want to take responsibility for those things? The challenge of taking responsibility for anything, or the desire to, is probably more geared to areas that you don't want to be associated with. Like, this is a problem, this is a conflict for whatever reason, So I guess there's some other layers to that. But the obesity for big butts, I don't know. I need somebody to tap in and explain that one for me, because like, why would you go become 400 pounds to get a big butt, especially these days, where you could go ahead and fly over to Cuba, Dominica, wherever, Florida, go see what's his name, Dr. Miami. I think I'll be seeing him on Instagram. Go pay him a visit. You know what I'm saying?
That actually costs money, man.
Listen, jokers finding money for everything. They got Balenciaga, Louis. They got money. So they get it from somewhere. Sure. You can go get you a new booty and not have to gain 200 pounds.
Hey, listen, all y'all gotta do is subscribe to, what's his name, The Prophet. He gonna see your donation for your new booty.
The prophet handing out new booties. Listen, he said if you like, comment, and share.
He go
cash app you. You start the money. Your first down payment, your initial payment, your consultation for your new boot.
Yeah.
On a woman to depend on you for
to provide
what?
Oh, what's this?
Emotional, okay.
This is Mr. Let Go. This woman's stupid.
So dang, bro. Hey, you gotta give a segue into your next video. So you go. This is the prophet's night. Yeah, he got his title up there.
Whoa, wait. Well, let this young man for you, because this is not my title.
Welcome to listen.
My title today was community. Wasn't all that?
Nah, don't let him lie. See, don't let him lie.
Let's be ready, bro. I'm actually doing this on the wing. I'm flying. I don't know. I'm just flying. I'm doing this on the wing. This wasn't playing out.
Well,
I didn't plan.
Clearly, the subject matter tonight is not community, because this is all about women.
Oh man. No. It's because the title. I had to catch up to your title. I'm doing all this on the whim. It's not a joke.
Let's
making all this stuff.
Hey, listen, man. If you're watching or whatever you're watching, this is conflict of interest. We just like to tap into kind of hot social media topics that's going on. And today, the prophet has chosen, for whatever reason, I don't know what woman out there has pissed him off, but he's coming for y'all tonight.
Bro, if I had a video to show them while I'm pissing y'all, it wouldn't be these nice videos here. These videos are actually PG. These actually really nice videos.
And this is his nice version tonight. I guess he got a R-rated one coming for y'all soon.
And let's be very clear. This is not my title. My title was the community. I actually wanted to talk about big subjects.
Subjects?
Yeah. About the obesity, 80% of the black community.
Well, you did say something about obesity and
I tapped it, but I didn't really get into it. I didn't really get into it. I said 80%. That means 20% of us left that's not obese.
But you think 70%. That but to get to your point, you said that's due to chasing big booties?
No. That's due to no fathers.
That's a no fathers. Okay, so the lack of fathers, everybody's obese. The black woman is obese.
The black, it says black community.
The black community. Okay, the black community.
Yeah, 80% of the black community is obese. Yeah. Right. 70% of the women are single mothers.
All right.
70. I don't know if y'all good with math or nothing, but they're on these like 30%. That's out here single or being a mother or being a good mother. You know? So we got what? We got more than half our males, that can't even read. That's an epidemic. In fact, it's so serious that we talk about pussy and dick conversation. We didn't even talk about this can't read epidemic.
It's like that. Dang, it's like that. Shots fired. I
don't care about her being a terrorist. The American woman being a terrorist. Listen.
Well, I cleaned it up because
we know how to read.
I ain't gonna show them your original title. I just tried to clean
my original title. Come on, man. My original title was community. I don't know if you got it. Let's listen to Mr. Let Go. Oh man, I ain't nothing to do with that.
Look. We telling the truth here. So you got a video here. This is your first time tapping in. Look, just bear with us, man. We just tapping into social media trending topics. Tonight just happens to be, I don't want to blame anybody, but it's geared towards what appears to be the American woman.
Oh man.
Go ahead and play the video. What's going on with this one?
You say all women are stupid.
Real quick, do you or do you not agree that there are stupid people out here? You do, right? Okay, so let's look at this. It's important for us, all of us as a community, to start separating ourselves from the stupid people. So who are the stupid people? Look at a person that does something stupid. That doesn't make them stupid, right? Because they do something stupid. Everybody does something stupid every now and then. So that does not make that person stupid. But if a person keeps doing the same stupid shit over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and they got fatherless babies running around, and all they do is sit around and complain about how this man did them wrong, and then that man did them wrong, and virtually all of the scenarios are somewhat the same. Well, isn't that person stupid?
Women are stupid.
I am pregnant with my ex-husband's baby while I'm in the middle of a divorce from my current husband.
Women are stupid.
What I learned about this whole single mom
The black woman is God.
is that people will literally still blame you for being a single mom, which I think is crazy. The number one question they ask is, you didn't notice these signs whenever you were with them?
We noticed a sign the moment we saw those eyelashes on your face. Let me show you.
He's showing his true colors there. He's showing.
Women are stupid.
Do I think all women are stupid? Of course not. But when a woman, and this is a lot of them, they'll have a baby by a dude that one either doesn't want her, hasn't married her, or doesn't even have a job, and she'll get pregnant by the dude. And next thing you know, she's like, I didn't ask to be a single mother. I don't know how I got here. The stupid part isn't doing the thing, it's justifying the thing. Think about that. If I put my hand on the stove and burn my hand, I'm like, okay.
So you think it's a stupid complex going around on why there's what you say that statistic is 70% of a black woman, or shit, I don't know what the statistic is for American, but I guess that was a black woman statistic, right? 70% are baby mamas.
That's right. Single mothers.
You said that it's due to stupidity?
No, what else do you call it? Intelligence?
So is there not any in the bunch who maybe check the boxes off right, and soon as a baby became a reality, the guy just completely flaked out?
Bro, every time you say check the box off right, I bet it's one of those boxes that wasn't checked.
But I'm just saying, is it any possibility that within that 70% that it's not all due to the stupidity
here
complex?
You go.
I'm just asking. I want
to make this clear. We don't talk about the minority. We talk about the majority. If we focus on the minority, we won't get nowhere. Focus on the majority.
Well, the point of what I'm getting to is that what's not seen, right, is the images of those who probably at least attempted to do it right, and now they are the single mom. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, but if you want to say the majority of that 70% is that are single moms now is a direct that the majority of that 70% is birthed from the stupidity complex. And I mean, based on the images he showed, I mean, it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good because the one chick says, I'm trying to figure this out. You pregnant by your ex-husband while divorcing or in the middle of a divorce of your current husband. So basically, her divorce is not final. So she's still legally married to somebody which means while she was legally married to someone, she engaged in fornication, adultery with her ex. And yeah, that's wild. That's wild. I mean, I will say this, that if it's that responsibility factor, it's that accountability, I would say more so than responsibility. A lot of people aren't really out here living life from a stance of really taking life serious. Because a lot of people that even end up, a lot of these relationships, I would say, a lot of these relationships are these are hookups, right? Like, they met in a club, they met somewhere, they vibe, they connected, had some drinks, had a good time, and had quote unquote some fun. And then out of fun came a baby. And that's a whole different reality than really what it takes to, one, bring a kid into this world, mother or father said kid, parent said kid, create a loving family, a loving environment for said kid. So yeah, I think the culture, the societal norms that we currently have is going to be a lot of single parent or broke households, because look at what we live in. Yeah, I mean, so when you say the stupidity complex, is that like, it's just saying the woman is stupid? Because that's what he's saying. Like, nah, this woman is stupid.
Majority of women are stupid.
I'm just trying to, because that's what it said. Like what he's saying, he's basically saying, yeah, okay, people do stupid things, so he ain't really referring to that. But if you see, I guess, this behavior or this consistent behavior of stupidity, then there's nothing else more to measure it or to say that it's stupid. So is well, you know what? Let's let the rest of the video play.
For sure.
Okay, that was stupid. But I am stupid when I put my hand back on the stove again and burn it again and leave it on there next time. And now I got to go to the hospital because I left my hand on the stove. And I come back after going to the hospital and put my other hand on the stove and burn that hand, and then look at my hands and say, oh my God, why are my hands like this? And blame the stove for burning my hands, even though I put my hands on the stove multiple times, and then victimize myself and say all stoves are evil because they burn people, and then find a way to justify why I keep putting my hands on the stove, which means because of the justification of my behavior, because when a woman justifies her stupid behavior, it means she doesn't see that what she's doing or what she did is stupid, and she's going to do it again. So wouldn't that be...
Women are stupid.
But there literally are some people that have the mindset that I asked for this treatment. Do you seriously think I would sign up to do this by myself? No.
But you did sign up to do this by yourself. Keyword, signed up to do this by yourself. Because before you started sleeping with them with no condom, did you sign a marriage certificate? Did you get married? Did you go to the courthouse? No. And then when you said, I didn't ask to be here, or whatever it was you said, well, you asked for a baby when your ass was up in the air. You asked for a baby when your legs were up in the air, mixed with him not having a condom on. That is all asking for a baby. But y'all ain't stupid.
Because I twerk on IG that I'm a hoe. No, because I got a BBL. I got a fat ass and I want to shake it. And if I feel that I can while I'm young, I'm finna shake this ass until I die.
I'm very strong. I have a lot going for myself. I am a
The black woman is God. I always want to make that known to everybody. Hey, good luck.
If that's God, we in trouble.
She got a BBL. She want to shake it. So let her shake it.
I'm a catch. I bring the whole table.
Like I explained to him, if you don't sign it, then you're going to be physically taken to jail. Gotcha. So you refusing to sign? What's your name?
You got a masculine self. So masculine. So manly. Look at her man. Hold on. Let's rewind this like 2 seconds. Look at her man and look at her. Watch her man movement and look at her movement. He looking at her like, motherfucker, I'm trying to go home alive. You better cut that shit out. She like, nigga, I ain't gonna look at your ass. I don't give a fuck about what you said. You said, oh,
If you don't sign it, then you're going to be
I already explained to him.
Oh, snap.
Bro, he said, I already talked to your man. You know how men be like, all right, let me talk to the man, because you might be a little bit too irrational. I already told him, if you don't sign this, I'm going to take you to jail. She says, okay, what's your name? She tried to belittle him. And watch what happens. That's what happens.
Officer Brooks. Hey, listen, my man. She says she's not signing it. Put your hands behind your back.
Sir,
No, you don't have
sometimes I don't really know if I necessarily want to get married. You want to have kids? I do want to have kids, but I'm not sure if I want to get married. You want to have kids, but you don't know.
That's the black woman is God. Praise the Lord.
Oh, you got some sarcasm with you. I told you he was coming for you. I'm trying to tell you. He wasn't talking about no community. He wasn't talking about no community. He's a liar. He's a liar.
70% single motherhood.
He had this video ready. He had this joint ready. He was
No, bro, I made it up. I made this on the fly, bro. I promise you. I did not take time to produce this video. But let me say this again. You guys got what it says, single mothers, 70%. You got an overwhelming of homosexuality coming from this black woman. Huh? Let's look at the obesity. Let's look at how many women on this thing. 2 out of 3. When I say 80%, 80% is 2 out of 3. No, let's look at the math. I
don't know if you want to get married, so that means that you already.
Bro, you telling me she's not obese? This woman right here is not obese. This is natural. This is a healthy weight. This isn't obese. This is not healthy. Healthy. You gotta live good. You want to live long. And listen, guys, family members, I'm not talking to y'all. I love all y'all, okay? I love all you people. Friends, family. Hold on, guys. This does not concern you. We're talking about the other ones.
The other one. So wait, why your friends and family are excluded from this?
No, they're not excluded. But the fact is, you know how it is, man. They want to catch the money once you start talking about general subjects. This is general. They already want to start tapping in your money. Well, I actually own businesses, and I want them to be impacted from these conversations.
It's too late. It's too late because the black woman coming for you. They gonna be outside with the signs on your behind there. But
listen, bro. The black woman,
they gonna find you.
The black woman been the enemy since the womb. Pray for all black children. Pray for all black children. Most of them didn't make it here.
Oh man!
You're planning to already bring this child into and have a deficit in their life, right? I feel like.
Just for the record, because some of you may not know this, whenever a woman turns around and says, "Well, I just feel like," they always look up. They start doing this. Well, I just feel like that means they're about to say something stupid or You're about to justify something stupid that they either already did or they want to do that they know is stupid. They're just trying to find a justification of why they should still do the stupid thing that they want to do.
If I find the right person, we could get married. Sometimes I don't really have a lot of faith.
But do you have to find the right person to have the baby? I don't think that's okay. I have such an irrational and asinine anger and hatred towards Black single mothers, but who made her a single mother? Y'all love talking about Black women's fatherless behavior.
She made herself a single mother, but not knowing how to take that dumb behind bonnet off and not how to lose no goddamn weight with her fat overweight behind. How about that? How about that one? Who made you a single mother? Your mother did. Tell your mother to teach you how to cook and clean. You little funky pussy. Let me shut up.
But who made her fatherless?
Your mother?
Oh!
Your mother made you fatherless. Have you ever had that talk with your mom and say, Mom, who's my dad? And she just gave you.
I just said that shit. That's what I just said, bro. I didn't watch this video before. I just watched it just now.
You had this video in your back,
I did not watch this video, bro.
Talk about community. This is
I did not watch this video.
This is shot fires at the Black woman.
I did not watch this video. This is the first time.
This is shots
Hey, that
fired
look
at
like.
the Black woman.
Why you asking me all these questions? Because your mama don't even know who your daddy is. For some of y'all, and for the rest of you, your mother did the same stupid shit that you are doing now. Guess what? She may have been the first one, because maybe your grandmother was married, but your little fast tail mama decided to go out and do whatever she wanted to do, and now she got pregnant with you. Don't even know who the daddy is, or the daddy is a loser, or the daddy don't want her, and now you got all these abandonment issues because of what your mom did and her choices and her justification of the choices, just like y'all justify y'all's choices. The biggest problem is you turn around and become a single mother just like your mother did. What makes this worse is you feel, you understand how it feels to grow up without a father.
Yep. And you go and return and do the same thing to those children. And this is why I say the American woman is a terrorist. You're a terrorist. You know what it feels like to be tormented. You know what it feels like to go without. But what you do, you put it onto your offspring. You're a terrorist. And by being a terrorist, it's time for you to go to court. It's time for you to see the judge. And what you don't want to see, the black man is your judge and jury. Well, I'm talking for the black one, but for all y'all, we American, we all judge y'all.
So they murderers, they terrorists, they stupid.
What else? Only a stupid motherfucker want to kill and be a terrorist. Only got to be stupid.
Oh my God!
Good old world over here with all this stuff. You want to go here and terrorize this community? You see, you when we go live, you over here trying to switch up.
This boy is wild. This boy said, "Hold on, let me go back." For the first video, they murdered her. She need to go to jail. She's a murderer. She shot the daggone pedophile, the molester. She killed him. Well, she ain't kill him, but she darn sure put him down.
Hit him both in there.
Then another video. They obese. they stupid. And they terrorists.
And
I
single
just
mothers.
feel like this. Listen, man. It's
single mothers. Oh, bro, wait a minute. If anything I'm saying is not a fact, back it up.
Well, listen.
Wait a minute. Back up anything. Challenge it. Challenge it with some facts. And I'll sit down.
Listen. all I would like to add to this, because I do not want to take away, there is an accountability factor for everyone's actions. Every role that's being played that has an impact on, community, our offspring, so forth and so on, right?
I want to see you try to cape this to the mail, because this is what you're trying to do. You're over here trying to hit this on the mail. And that's what y'all do. You on this woman, you caping for the woman right now. You trying to right now tell me how in 2022 that women has to be a single mother. It's so the things are so bad. They're really dealing with abusive men. There are real abusive men out here today. Men are really out here beating women to bloody death, raping them, and all this old crazy crap. That's not even real today. And I mean, it's happening, but the numbers ain't the numbers from back then.
All I'm saying is this.
Go on, man.
Is there are there stupid women out here, or women that's making stupid decisions by
Caping again?
No, I'm not.
How about the majority? Majority.
I don't know.
How about the minority? We got 80% obesity. Is that not stupid? We have 70% single mothers. Is that not stupid? We have 50% of our community have STDs. Is that not stupid? We have our young men can't read or pass a 4th grade level. Come on, man. God damn it, I don't know what else is stupid.
I just want to say, is any of this a product of the systematic things that plague the community?
Oh, here we go. The white
I just want
mysterious white man in the back.
I'm not throwing it. I'm just saying, like, certain things play a role too, right? Whether education, whether it's the things that's happening in the environment, the quote unquote village around you. There are things there, man, that we can gloss past them or gloss over them if you want to say, but they play a role. It's just a truth. They play a role into people to people making some of these stupid decisions, if you want to say. Like, some of this is a product of the program. And you don't think it's any programming happening here?
Brother,
like none?
No, I'm not taking. Listen, bro.
I just act like you don't think.
As a young man that I watch here on this YouTube, that I don't really say people's names here, but I probably give him a little bit of credit. My little man Anton, he always says, "Victim Olympics," and I ain't with the victim Olympics.
Victim.
Yeah. I ain't with that victim.
So I'm not saying that we should
take responsibility and accountability for what you are and what you do. Forget about we ain't talking about the other man. We ain't talking. See, you one of those people, right? You're in school. You want to bring up my name, give me a trophy. We ain't calling. I get away. You over here calling the cops like, nah, he was here with me.
No.
What about mine? What about mine?
No, I'm not saying what about mine. I'm just saying
what about yourself?
Okay, my point is this, right? All right. For how a person thinks, how they act, even to how they conduct themselves, even the value and things they place on themselves, there is a reasoning for that. That's a product of something. Yeah, I'm saying like this. So, and I'm not trying to discredit the reality that despite where you come from, what your family dynamic is, whatever the things your life experiences are, should you be held accountable for your actions? Yes, because I can tell you what, if you commit a crime out here, they not about to lower the charge or lessen the charge because you came from a single parent household. They ain't about to lessen the charge or because my parents were drug addicts or alcoholics, or I come from a community where we didn't have good education, this, that, and the third, or any of these things, right? Ain't none of those things is going to play a factor in how you fit to get sentenced for committing said crime. So I get the point of ultimately, yeah, this is the judgment. Here's where you are. This is the product of your actions. And if you continue making the same actions, that it is definitely a reflection of stupidity on said person. But I'm also, I guess, I'm one of those that's just conscious to the fact that not every apple on that bunch, that I would like to believe that if certain factors in their lives were different, that they would make different or better choices. That's all I'm saying. That it's a possibility that this 70% wouldn't be 70% if they came from strong families, strong values, strong communities, strong educational systems, so forth and so on. That do you not think that 70% would be less? Like, what do you think is the greatest contribution to that 70%? Just stupid women out here, or stupid individuals?
Exactly.
Because I don't even want to say stupid woman, but just stupid people just out here just being stupid.
Stupid meaning the lack of knowledge.
But what's the contributing factor to that lack of knowledge?
Themselves.
So nothing else contributes to a person's
I'm not going to let you do that, bro.
I'm just asking.
I'm not going back.
Okay, well, my question is this. Do you think, okay, the number is 70%, right? I don't know from that 70%, because the statistics you give don't go deep into breaking it down to, okay, well, this many from this percentage come from single parent households, or this many from this percentage come from from a certain, like, it don't get into like demographics and a census on, you know, education, family backgrounds, communities, and so forth and so on. It just say 70% of Black women are single moms. And I'm curious to think, or to know rather, how many of that 70% you think come from two-parent households, strong two-parent households, strong community, strong ethics, morals, values, strong education, so forth and so on. Those that come from, if you want to say, the crop or the that will just come from those things. So how much of that 70% you think is that? You ain't even listening. You ain't even entertaining it. You ain't even trying to hear that.
All right.
I just asked you, how much of that 70% come from what you would call good family, good environment, good education?
I'm about to answer you, but you won't allow me to get it out.
All right, go ahead.
You're already judging my answer.
All
right. So number one is that but you fail to realize that there is a lot of women that be, or even males that be in good situations, come from good homes, mother and father, and they will be the main ones acting like a damn fool. Now, I'm a prime example of a man that came from the bottom of the crop and still on top. So it's a difference. It's kind of a different. So you say, I'm telling you, is the more likely the ones that got mama and fathers is the ones that acting stupid. They're more of the dummies. They're most of the dummies because they have those luxuries of that cushion of mama and daddy go be there for me. I ain't never gotta leave mama and daddy house, but at the end of the day, you ain't never gonna grow up either. So the top of the crop, they are just as stupid as the bottom of the crop.
But do you have the statistical breakdown on, of that 70%, which ones are coming from what would be defined as, I don't know, good backgrounds versus those coming from bad backgrounds?
Well, obviously they don't break it down like that. But however, it doesn't matter the background. It matters the mindset. And most women today, the majority, has the mindset of sisterhood. And if they align with sisterhood, they automatically align with breaking a single motherhood. Because their first scapegoat is abuse. I have this written down in one of my books. I just can't find where it's at. Oh, I found it. 1 second. Yeah. The first scapegoat is abuse. That's the first thing that they're gonna say. You abusing me. I know I might sound crazy, but I know there are men out here that has went through these things.
So what do you think changed? I'm looking at a statistic here from Statista.com where it says that 4.27 million black families in the United States are a single mother. And it's basically showing a graph that from 1990, that essentially the levels have increased from 1990 to 2021.
Guess who would change?
So where this spike coming at?
Bro, there's so many things that has happened that we be here all day trying to break it down on why they the way they are. But what changes the woman. She changed and became modern. She modified herself. She became the man. I don't know if you were probably growing up, you heard on Father's Day, I'm your father. I do the job of your mother and your father. You messing up my character, man.
I would definitely just like to see, like
if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying.
No, I mean, that's
well,
look, because I come from a single parent household, and that's definitely the type of dialogue of where your mom being both having that male and I would probably say even more so a male persona than even a motherly persona. But there's a truth to that. There's a truth to that. I would definitely like to know, of that 70%, what's the breakdown on that? Like, the demographics, just a little more deep in the demographics.
You want to know the demographics? You want to know the demographics? No father in the house.
Well, yeah, clear. That's the whole stat. single parent. I just would be curious, are they products of single parent households? Like what's a little bit more?
Forget about the stat. Let's worry about how fixing the problem. Because we worry about all that history crap. It doesn't really get us nowhere. But what gets us somewhere is the black woman taking the American woman taking responsibility for where she at in life. And not allow society, Instagram, Facebook to mold her into a way that is unbecoming. Stop letting society mold her as a man. She talk like a man. She act like a man. Some of these women are even becoming men sexually.
Bro, I'm here trying to record something. Hang on, huh?
man. So I'm gonna put the video back on. Let y'all guys get back to it.
Oh, my bad, bro. I didn't know I wasn't muted.
That's all good. I took good care of you.
Hey, my bad on the line, man. Listen, and I had to rectify that, but I mean, there's some truth to what's happening, and I mean, there's definitely some things that can be done to address it. Because I'm definitely an advocate for strong families, and kids being able to have strong parents. I mean, a strong home environment, and there are statistics that just show, just pretty much how the family dynamic coming from a 2-parent strong family dynamic, just how that impacts a child's success, who they are and how they're able to now contribute to society. So I'm for it, man. Like I said, I just was curious on, sometimes you can get into these things where it's like, I don't want the women of our America, if you want to say, to feel like we're targeting them, because I'm sure if they were to join in the conversation, there's some points they would want to bring to this. So I would say, look,
bring your points up. I'm gonna send you right back to where you come from.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely, if you listen and you have a chance to catch this video, I would definitely love to bring
all y'all gonna say he's abusive.
Bring in the female voice, and let's further this conversation. Let's see what your guy's saying here on this video. What else he got? He got a couple more minutes.
Instead of you saying, you know what, I'm not going to allow my kids to have the same life as I grew up having, I'm going to change my own narrative by requiring marriage or not becoming a single mother, doing things the right way.
This is why you do not date women. Listen here, fellas, across the world. Do not date women that do not have fathers. That's a fact. You don't got a daddy, you got to get the packing.
See, I grew up fatherless, and I turned around and said, I am not going to allow my kids to be fatherless.
And you see, most men, we understand that concept. Once we endure that hardship, we won't put that hardship on our next generation. But these women, they are so selfish, so manipulative, but they will put that on the next generation and say, oh, I'm doing this for me. This is my truth. I gotta do this for me. He's abusing me. He's mentally abusing me. He's emotionally abusing me. Every goddamn form of abuse, this bitch she's enduring. Well, you boy doing all that goddamn abuse, call the police. Call the police. But the fact is, you're a lion. Let me go back to this video.
Like I was. So what did I do? I got married. I've always been in my kids' lives. But when it comes to you as a single mom, sadly, you gave your kids the same fate as your mom gave you. So who made your mom a single mother? Your mother. Because you may say, but he did this, he did that. Well, she chose this and she chose that.
Right.
If I get ran over by a train, did a train come into my house and run me over?
No. I went over there and
I laid on some train tracks, right? Right. So you gotta go search the train and find the train tracks and find out when the train is coming and then lay on the tracks to actually get ran over by a train, right? Because trains don't just come in your house and just run you over. So the same.
That's right. Men don't just come inside your house and impregnate you. And what they do is called rape. And at that point, you already got to have a baby. Okay? Let's talk facts.
thing goes for your choice of a man. So even with a man, you gotta lay down on the tracks for.
These women do not have good choice making. Decision making is not their forte. They do not understand how to choose a man because they lack of fathers. And the ones that even got, I told you, they can have a father and a mother, but these women get so unruly, they want to go against their mother and father. And then they want to get the man that their father and mother said don't to get. And then you know what happens? 70% single mothers, 80% obesity. Let's talk about it. That's all the truth is. The thing is, we don't want to talk about that. All they want to talk about is how they're abusive, depression, all this old horse crap. Let's talk about how you got here. Okay?
Why did you go find a man, bring him to your house, and lay down on a bed and let him impregnate you? So it's the train's fault for running.
And more than likely, she said, train, run me over. Train, run me over. Come on now. If y'all men don't ever heard on nothing like that, women say, come at me, come at me, come at me. Well, then you better wait the hell up. You're fucking the wrong girl. Because I'm telling you, 9 out of 10, that's what they all gonna tell you, because they all want a baby. Well, if you that man, you got that title, that lifestyle, they all want the baby by you. They all want you to come in. So you gonna hear that a lot.
So you said when they hear that, run.
Yeah, you better run. First of all, there are certain things that you can look at a woman and know when to run. Fingernails, eyelashes, clothes, the way she dressed. She dressed like a hoe, she a hoe. Treat a woman how she appear. She want to wear tight clothes and want to show her body. What's wrong with you? You something wrong with you? You ain't got no man?
You about to be her man. You about to be her man. She get ready to catch you.
I'm gonna be your man for the night.
And then you gonna be a baby daddy. Got one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Just one night, huh? Just one night only, huh?
Let me tell you something, brother.
That's all it takes. It don't even take a whole night.
I'm professional at this thing, man. If I don't want to impregnate you, I won't impregnate
you. Find out when the train's coming and lay on the tracks.
Women are stupid. Y'all swear up and down that we're too masculine. We don't submit. We don't trust y'all enough. But I mean,
because you don't. You do not submit. You do not trust. You don't trust your own goddamn daddy. How you gonna trust a man? And you never follow a man in your goddamn life. How the hell you gonna follow some man at 30-something years old? Huh? You never even followed your daddy. How you gonna follow some man you don't even know? That don't make no sense. You don't even listen to your mama and your daddy. That's why you're a baby mama. That's why you're 80. You're overweight. That's why your kids can't read. Because you don't listen. You walk around here right now thinking you somebody and your kid can't even read. You ain't nobody. You's a joke to society. And society is laughing at you and your offspring.
And you're brainwashed. And you've been weaponized. But the moment a melanated man says something that goes against or stirs some emotions in you, or the shoe fits a little too much with what he's saying and it resonates too much with you and where you're at, and you can't
Black woman is God.
Swallow that hard ass pill. You can't get it. You can swallow that dick and that cum, but you can't swallow that pill of truth.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These women today, they can have some sex. They can open them legs. Can't cook a goddamn meal. Can't keep a house clean. Can't raise the goddamn kids. Motherfucker, the kids going in and out of jail. Let's talk about the truth here. We talking about facts. Facts. We ain't talking about no hip, no looking in the sky. You can look this up and see this. We can look this up and see this. You American people, you American women, look at all y'all children, all incarcerated. We the number ones in prison. You know why? Because we got American mothers. Praise all American mothers. Praise them all.
Can't handle that going down your throat, but you can deep fit a dick and you can put it on TikTok or how you can throat guard. You can throat that dick, but you can't.
That's all they can show. It's something sexual. They cannot show nothing with any real substance. They have nothing to give you with any knowledge. Just something sexual. You better watch yourself, fellas. 50% of these motherfuckers got STDs. 50%.
Ain't close to truth.
My mother was the first person who called me a whore.
Does that sound like something you want?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you, you'll never get it.
That's fine.
You never gonna get a husband, bitch. Yo, how your pussy stink?
And that's what you're gonna settle for.
I'm gonna stick this out.
Women are stupid.
Thank my mother for that.
Oh, I've been set up. I just want to let everybody know I've been set up. I know that. I'm set up. I'm set up. Man, listen. If you just tapping in, man, it's conflicts of interest. The topics is going to vary. It's never just one thing. Tonight, the Prophet definitely has some videos in his bag. I'm just saying, man, be careful what y'all post on social media because the Prophet is grabbing it and he get ready to have judgment on y'all jokers. And then I'm going to be stuck over here trying to defend y'all stupidity, the way you say the obesity, STDs running around, all kind of stuff going on. Yeah,
I'm trying to defend. You look crazy.
I'm trying to be objective. Yeah, so y'all ain't making it easy, man. Stop posting all this craziness because he finding it, he bringing it in here, and he surprising me with these videos. He coming with the heat. So if you was able to tap in tonight, we appreciate you, man. Like, share, and comment, man. We just definitely want to have some fun as well as touch on some of those touchy topics, some of those hot topics. But in the same token, it's all love. We want to build. We want the world to be a better place. And ultimately, it's all love, man. Until next time, man. Conflict and interest.
Like, comment, and subscribe. We out.
See you.